Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Let's continue with the game called Reality. I see, so that's how you arrived at true interpretation. But you know, there are several weak points in your logic. A few things are still far too vague to me, like the bridge and the figure above it. Well, I told you what I know, like everyone, even the spirits. My knowledge is imperfect, pieced together from scraps of lore and ancient manuscripts. You can expect it to be flawless. Yeah, I know that, but... Jacob, I just heard from the Twitter that you brought from the outreaches. What now? The rate of disappearance has increased by 47% since last year's measurements. And the rate of instability has nearly doubled. This is the most drastic change in 514 years. Oh, great. Just what we needed. What are you talking about? What measurements? Every year a few members of my organization travel to the outer reaches to check on the state of destruction, the instability. And this is the biggest change in 500 years? This has been going on that long? So human, so young. Why do you say that? Are you laughing at me? What's so funny? Yuki, one of our elders, began to see signs of the calamity nearly 100,000 human years ago. Hundred centuries ago. Are you kidding me? Whoa. 500 years? Huh. This is such a waste of time. She doesn't know anything. Hey, what's the problem? We're waiting for Ruby anyways. Why are you so down on bringing Leah into the loop, Jake? I thought. Whatever. The point is, things are slower here. The spirits live a long time, and the world also moves on a larger time scale. I know, Kumari told me. And now we're running out of time to turn things around. The longer destruction goes on, the more set on this curse will become, and the closer we get to the point of no return. Kumari keeps saying that too, but how do you know? It's kind of obvious with everything all apart, really. Research, study, how do you think I figured out all that stuff about the carvings? I spent almost my entire life studying these ruins, consulting with different spirits, tracking down books, manuscripts, finding translations. You spent so long and this has been going on for so long, why do you think we can make a difference now? I refuse to believe there is no way to stop this. Yeah, there must be some way. Even if this there isn't, we can't just sit back and do nothing. No, I guess not. I don't want to imagine what will happen if we can't find the answers. What's going to happen exactly? For one thing, we predict the bridge will become unstable very soon. The bridge? The bridge between our world and yours. And if that happens, we won't be able to cross back and forth. Obviously. Where do we start then? I will just give me to come. He's on his way. His ability helped me before. If you use it again, maybe I will notice something I missed. Thanks for coming so quickly, Umi. I know this pretty far from everywhere. I'm always pleased to be of service to you, Master Jacob. Master Jacob? Some of the spirits call him that, a sort of joke, I think. Umi, can you use your ability on the origin again? Of course, are you ready? What are you? Lilia, don't say anything. It is extremely important I concentrate on what Umi's ability shows us. If you just... Quiet! Huh. I can't afford to be distracted. I need to make sure I see everything possible this time. Shall I proceed? Go ahead, Umi. Hello, Prasula, whatever it means. Prasula. What? Much we forget, should we fail. Sundering calamity. Look, they do not. The origin. One will be chosen to lead. A threat of calamity remains. Must be certain. The chosen one, without it again. How about you freaking write it instead of scribbling some dumb pictures? Is that right? Are they teasing us? The crossing? They think us young and stupid. They do not trust. It is an insult. Judge us in the way. What do you know? Nothing that we do not deserve, or the abandoned, dying, moves no closer to the truth. Nothing new to show us. The search. Change comes inside of us. Who knows what the next generation will bring? Who the hell? Wow! You look ridiculous, man. I know you're here, but how can I reach you? Demark, maybe it means you can hear me. Please help us. Something's wrong. Everything's wrong. The word. We are collapsing. And we search for truth. We study diligently. Every year we search. But the origin cannot speak. You cannot speak. We do not know what to do. Calamity stalks us, and we do not know how to evade it. Please, if you can hear me, please help us. Okay? It's the same. Exactly the same. I didn't see anything new. Why was it so choppy? I could barely hear what they were saying at the beginning. The farther the past go, the less you can see. The origin is the oldest thing in our world. Nothing is more difficult to discern. I apologize. I wish I could show you more. Oh. It's alright, it's not your fault. Oh, who was that spirit at the end? That was Yuki! Oh my god, for a second I thought she was having wings. And it's that bastard's tail. So that's Yuki. I knew we needed to contact him. He was witness to some sort of the history of the origin. We may need to contact him, but first I want to consider the vision again. There must be a way to get more meaning from this. Maybe seeing the vision again has sparked some connection I'm not yet conscious of. Should we fail? Thundering calamity when the signs align, it will be the mark. One will be chosen to lead. What? Oh, I can do. And the terrible cost should be fail. One bar. Am I supposed to connect those? Alright. Should we fail? Alright, I didn't really pay attention to the pictures they were having there. Alright. This is definitely one will be chosen to lead. The chosen one must be that figure leading others accordingly. Someone needs to lead people from our world into Italia. When the signs align, it will bear the mark. The signs align. Should we fight this thundering calamity? God damn it! I can't go back now. Great. Because I freaking don't remember which one was where. This one is freaking problematic. Alright, so should we fail thundering calamity? I don't think that was this one. Alright, when the signs align, I think this is this one. That's not quite right. Fuck. Oh, alright. So, oh, the mark must be the special symbol that no one knows. It also appears not figured in a corridor across the bridge, so it must mark the chosen one. I'm not certain what the mark is, but it must refer to me, as there is no other human who can lead others across the bridge to Vitalia. Alright. I'm so glad you have the freaking ability. This clearly shows that Vitalia will be destroyed on a world war, along with the sign of destruction. This must be the consequence of calamity should we fail. So if I choose wrongly, he will say, no, this is not it. Okay, I was kinda worried I might make some mistakes, but like this, it's fine. That was my interpretation, but bringing humans here is not having an effect. I must be missing something still. What could it be? The chosen one must lead people across the bridge. That is important. And the two words, they remain connected as long as that happens. The spirits used to know more, then things changed. They changed. Now the solution is missing, but why? If only I could hear more of that first part of the vision. I bet there is something important there. Think aloud. Huh? Was I? I'd like to see more of that first part too. I think the meaning of the bridge and the leader is our weakest point. We need to know more about that, and it seems like that's what the first part of the vision was trying to explain. She's right, leading people across the bridge is clearly a critical piece of this puzzle, and yet we have the least information about it. Probably the key to all of this, the answer we seek, and yet it's beyond our reach. I bet that Yuki's spirit knows something we don't. Me too! We should really try to get in touch with him. Probably, but even if we could get to him to come here, he wouldn't help us. He thinks of humans as little more than ants. I already asked him to meet us here today. What? Why his? Well, you see, I recently discovered something fascinating about my friend Yuki. Lilia, you know that all spirits possess a unique ability? Yeah? Well, Yuki's ability has always been a secret. That is not so unusual. Many of us keep our abilities to ourselves. But I have always been curious about Yuki's. Curiosity is one of my strengths. Or flaws, depending how you look at it. I've watched Yuki for a very long time, looking for clues, hints, always alert for any slip of the tongue. And now finally I learned something, Yuki's ability. My ability, Komori? Ah, welcome, yeah, your ability, as I was saying. Yuki, you're here? Evil aura and everything. So this Yuki, huh? I didn't see what's so scary about him, Jake. Yeah. Huh? You look like a dream thing, but your eyes shine with the lifeline of Vitalia. What are you? What? You cannot be human. I do not understand this disconnect. Explain yourself. I don't understand. Leave him alone. What do you want from him, Yuki? I told you that you didn't want to meet this one, Ben. Heh. Wait, what do you mean about my eyes? Yuki, he's the one I mentioned, remember? That one. I see. Can we return to the business again? He's not going anywhere. Very well, but I'm not done with you, dream impostor. Do not leave it out before I've questioned you. Dream impostor? Komori, if it is for some trivial game of yours that you called me here, I'll be extremely displeased. There are weighty matters to attend to, important treaties to study. I have no desire to take part in your scamperings. Of course, I realize that. I have something serious to discuss. In fact, I'm just getting to the point. Your ability. It has something to do with other spirits' abilities, doesn't it? It can make them stronger, can't it? You already were in discussion. It's not agreeable to me. I've told you plainly not to ask me of this. As I said, you have some reason for not wanting your ability known, but consider the situation, Yuki. If your ability could help Bumi access the rest of Origin Vision, think of how valuable that could be to everyone. All the answers, the truth, could be in that vision. We have no reason to believe that. Wait, Yuki could allow Umi to see more of the past? That's my suspicion. Just ask what it is, Yuki. Is that how it works? Can your ability help me access more of the past? If it can, it matters not. I will not use it. I vowed that long ago. Isn't you have asked me here for nothing. Timeless writings lay unattended while you distract me with useless fancies and dream things. My patience is long, Komori, but my anger grows. Dream things, huh? Just consider it. How can you accept not knowing? If this is truly something you can do, why have you never attempted it? You are the head of the 12, head of the truth seekers. You are supposed to be leading us all in the search of the truth. If you can do what I think you can, is it not I who should be disappointed in you? I'll not use my ability, and that is final. Is your secret more important than the fate of the world? Kumori, you are clever, young, and quick. Quicker than I am, but if you think you can anger me into losing my reason, you are mistaken. It matters not what harsh words you throw at me. Yuki, we have not spoken much in the past. I have not had much association with the truth seekers. But now, our goals align. It is logical for us to work together. Master Jacob seeks the same truth that you seek, and I wish to help him achieve it. Won't you consider helping us? Master Jacob? The human creature? Yeah, I call him Master, to show how important he is to me. It is true I do not know you well. I had not until this moment realized you put such faith in a human. Your attitude to creature is frankly disturbing. You know what it is, do you not? You are of the older generation. I would have thought you wiser than Komori, who is always wasting time trying to get you to understand things far beyond his comprehension. It is. Are you referring to me as an it? Jacob is an intelligent being, worthy of our loyalty, our help, friendship. My life was dull before he appeared. He has given me purpose, and I will do anything to honor our bond. Absurd! I struggle to believe what I'm hearing. You would follow its orders, do its bidding, sacrifice yourself for its desires? Certainly. Such incomprehensible foolishness. Maybe you do deserve the effects of my ability, after all. But no. That is cruel line of thought. All life is precious to our world. As the world dies around us, we must cling to what we have. It is my duty to protect every life, even if that life is useless and wasted. So, your ability has dangerous side effects. You are clever, Kumori, and quick. You have already tricked me into revealing more than I intended, haven't you? Very well, as you suspected, my ability can enhance others' abilities. But at cost. A terrible cost. What cost? Even I do not know how it works. I have not had much opportunity to experiment. I used it one time in my youth and I lost someone dear to me. And thus I vowed never again, and I put it from my mind, never to be used or thought of. If your ability can give us a true look at the past, and Doom is willing, why not use it? Why are you ignoring me? If we do not take action now, then when? Enough! Would you have to slaughter an innocent and incomprehensible one? What an innocent nonetheless. Never. I will never take another life from this world. Every year, every moment we approach the tipping point, you say to yourself often enough, we'll reach a point when the death horror is irreversible, and soon. That is true. Even so I cannot take a life. You do not understand. Even if that one life could save all others, if you do not do this, you abandon everything. We'll sacrifice everything to stay true to your personal vow. You make a logical point, Kumori. My vow is worth to me, but not as important as my obligation to this world. I had not seen it in that way. Your perspective, as ever, is new to me. So will you do it then? Will you use your ability? I must think on this. I must consider the full implications. I must analyze how this might develop. There you go again, analyzing everything. There is nothing to analyze. The choice is clear. You either use your ability here today, or you abandon our best chance to learn the truth. You know that is not the way I do things. This must be done properly and scientifically. The truth seekers do not rush into things. Give me time, I will walk around the origin. I think best when I am walking. I will return once I have reached conclusion. It is a waste of time we do not have. I understand very well. I see you are as slow as ever, even when the truth is staring you in the face. I will return shortly. In the meantime, I think it would be behooved you to be grateful that I am even disdaining to consider this, rather than be angry that my pace is not as quick as yours. What was that about? Why did you answer any of my questions, Kumori? I'm sorry, Jacob. I had to focus on Yuki. It was important, and he wouldn't have appreciated being interrupted by a human. Stubborn on. So, what do we do now? We wait, we sit here, with things falling apart around us, and wait. I have reached a conclusion. And? My analysis determined that you are correct. If this risk brings us closer to the solution, we seek the sacrifice one life is worth the salvation of all the rest. So will you use your ability then? I mean, we haven't asked Umi if you agree to that, right? On one condition, you must do this willingly. And you must be aware that you put yourself at a great risk. What are you about to undergo is likely to take your life. Will you truly risk your life for a chance at new information? I have long lamented not being able to show the fullness of the past. My life is nothing compared to the impact the full truth could have on the fate of the worlds. And I wish to give Master Jacob the chance to fulfill his goals. He's such a great person! I'm willing to take the risk. I will do it. Umi, what are you saying? I don't want you to die for me. I don't want you to sacrifice for me. I never wanted you to be my slave, just my friend. Master Jacob, I'm already old, even for a spirit. If I can show you this vision of the past in its completeness, you may be able to find the solution that we have all sought for so long. If that is my last action in life, I will be satisfied. No, this is insane. Jake, if Yumi wants to do this, and it could get us close to the answers. No, you don't understand. Umi's my friend. He was one of the first spirits I met. This doesn't make sense. Why would your ability kill me? What kind of ability is that? How do you even know it will do any good before it kills him? I won't know that too. You're all assuming that vision will give us the answers. But how do you know? Umi could sacrifice himself for nothing. That possibly exists, but can we turn away from this opportunity? Can we shy away from the risk? When we know a chance of salvation lies down the path? You're making it sound so momentous, so epic, but you really have no idea what the odds are here. Even Yuki doesn't fully understand how his ability works. And you're talking about Umi's life here, Kuwari. How can you be so heartless? Even if it could give us all the answers. I want to see the rest of the vision more than anyone, but to sacrifice Umi for it. That's... Jake, it is the right thing for me to do. I can sense that. I know it. Wait, on the other hand, can you fucking touch a freaking guy with tall neck and check out if that ability of his really does what he tells he does? Huh. I have had a long life. It has been good. The years I have spent at your side have been bright, exciting, new. Stop it, me. Stop talking like you're about to die. I won't allow this. It is not your choice to make, Jacob. I agree with Kumari. If Umi wants this, should we really stand in his way? I have a feeling that he's right. Can any of us turn away from this fight just because it is dangerous, Jake? Umi. Thank you, Jacob, for caring so much. It's a good feeling to know how much you value my presence. You've surprised me. Umi. I don't believe this. I'm ready, Yuki. Is this the only way? You understand that I take no responsibility for whatever happens to you, Umi. You are taking this risk on your own volition, of your own desire. Of course. So be it. I did not think this day would come. Why? Jake. Let it be known that one this day I break my vow, in the hope that life can spring from death. That sacrifice will lead to knowledge. That truth will prevail and the calamity that is fated to break all world will be averted. I pray that it will be so. Hello, Presuela, LA, actually. Prasolea. Anilea. We physical gain much, leaving this world, but unlike aliens who exist in the world the dreams are born from, the physical makes us weaker and we forget. Should we fail to continue, the cycle all will end. there would come a sundering. The ancients would die, and the dream would end. For this new generation, it would be a calamity. They cannot comprehend a life without the physical. Look, they do not abandon us. They hear us still. The origin will always show us the truth, and remind us of our duty. In every generation, one will choose to lead the way across the bridge to the world the dreams are born from, when the time is right. To be sure that the dream continues, and to guide us to the truth, and to ensure that the physical remains as it has been, so it will be. But with every new generation we changed. They could not have foreseen how important the physical world would become. To the first, it was an afterthought, a small thing, a test. Now it becomes everything. The threat of calamity remains. As long as you continue changing, we must be certain. You speak like a youngling. As long as the chosen one is marked, the dream will continue, and the search will continue, and the search is all that matters. The physical is of little consequence. We were without it once, we can be without it again. Is it a threat? Are they chasing us for sending over less this crossing? They think us young and stupid, may not trust that we will follow the tradition, it is an insult. They judge us in this way. What do they even know of us? Nothing, and we do not deserve the isolation. Some have already abandoned this place. The faith is dying, and the search moves no closer to the truth. The dream creatures have nothing new to show us. The ancients have become useless. The truth-seeking may not progress, but change comes inside of us. No one can know what the next generation may bring. I know you are he, but how can I reach you? The mark upon me. Maybe it means you can hear me. Please help us. Something's wrong. Everything's wrong. The world is one, and the dream world they are collapsing, and we search for truth. We study diligently. Every year we search, but the origin cannot speak. You cannot speak. We didn't know what to do. Calamity stalks us, and we do not know how to escape it. Please, if you can hear me, please help us. Umi, are you right? Umi? I'm fine, Master Jacob. They called me. New voices. Voices I have not heard before. Old ones. I can understand what they are saying. Not yet, but I feel that I will. In time. What is happening to you? Are you dying? Dying? Can you understand me? Answer me. No, not dying. You're disappearing. Your extremities are fading away. Do not be concerned, Master Jacob. All is as it should be. My body is tired. Must rest. All is as it should be. Umi. Yuki, what have you done to him? What's happening? Is he dying? The dream thing is speaking to me. Why does he keep calling us dream things? It would not harm you to respond. I do not know the answer to your question, human. I have only done what was requested. All I can tell you is that he will probably disappear completely from vision, and his mind will become inaccessible. If he fades away and disappears from the mental net, he'll be as good as dead. Yeah, and that was the risk he willingly took upon himself. At present, I believe it would be wise to turn our attention upon what his vision has shown us before the details fade away from our memories. We have much to analyze. How can we do that while Umi is dying? What better way to honor his sacrifice? That vision. What did it all mean? I don't understand. I have a feeling there is something really sinister in it. I almost don't want to understand. Neither did I. But I saw your expression change, Kumari, Yuki. You understood more than we did you? Do you know something we don't? I noticed it too. What are they hiding from us? Heh. It's not easy to explain. We didn't want to color your experience. We didn't want to influence your decisions. We needed your perspectives to be drawn. Well, I think it's a little late to worry about that now. We are going to figure it out either way. You might as well tell us. It has something to do with this dream, doesn't it? Could we be the dream? That's how Yuki refers to us humans. The human world. How could it just be a dream? Is that possible? How do you come to that conclusion? You talked about dream things, and so the device is in a vision, and Yuki calls Jacob a dream thing. It could be, could it? In Vitalia, minds create physical bodies. This is for certain. But could minds create more than that? The human world is the dream? It makes sense. No wonder Vitalia feels more real to me. But what do they mean by dream exactly? We're not pieces of a dream. We're real. Right? No, it's not what you humans think of as a dream. I mean, I'm certain how to explain this phenomenon to you. Where to start? Better not start at all. I doubt they could understand if you could find the proper words. They're just humans after all. Better turn our attention to division. We should call a panel for the interpretation discussion. There's a proper way to do these things. Oh, don't underestimate us. I've already figured out plenty. Plenty that I wish I could find a different explanation for. Plenty that makes no sense but has to be. And what is that you think you know, human? It's just like Ben said. We're the dream things. Humanity, the human world, we only exist because of the ancients. In this world, the mental creates the physical. It's not such a stretch to think that these ancients could create more. Humans, another world, an entire universe. What? You think the ancients created humanity? How did you got that conclusion? That's crazy. I've been studying this world basically my whole life. There is no other explanation that makes sense. So there are three worlds? The world the dreams are born from, the world dream world, and Vitalia. 3, not 2. Our interpretation's been wrong there. If that's true. I was wrong. All wrong. The bridge in the carving is the one between the human world and Vitalia. I know to choose one. Everything I thought I knew was just played wrong. How could our world be a dream? Doesn't even make sense. Why not? I mean, if that's true, is our world even real? The ancients sustain the physical in both Italy and the human world. Does that make either place less real? They feel different to me, so maybe, but I don't know. Kumori, you knew this? You knew humanity was some kind of dream projection from another world? This ancient realm? How could you know all this and never tell me? Yeah, aren't you supposed to be helping us? How could you watch me struggle searching for the meaning of the origin all those years and never tell me this critical piece of information, you piece of garbage? Have you all been laughing at me this whole time? Look at the stupid human creature trying to understand what he couldn't possibly understand. How cute! Was that how it was? Was it? Answer me, Kumori! Jacob! I've never seen you get so emotional. Of course, I'm getting emotional my whole life. I thought you were helping me. I thought we were free. I thought you cared about me. We do care about you. You've been very important to us. We're our link to the dream world, the human world. Without you, our search for truth would be more difficult. Through you, we have access to the dream. You've given us the data we need to continue our study. So I'm just a tool for you. Just a way to access some colossal science experiment you've been doing for millions of years. How comforting. Jacob, you are the most influential dream thing, human, we have ever known. Before we had become complacent and slow, the truth-seeking had not reprogressed in thousands of years. Doesn't it bother you at all that you've been deceiving me for the last 20 years? As long as your all-important search for truth continues, nothing else seems to matter to you. Deceiving? I do not remember ever lying to you. You misled me, and withheld the truth. You're upset and you're angry at me. I understand it, but we need to focus now. How do you expect me to feel? Do you expect me to just accept this and act like everything is okay? How can I do that when everything I knew about everything is just plain wrong? When my entire world, heck, my entire universe, may not be real, when I might not be real, I don't know what I am anymore. Do I even have free will? Is my mind my own? Am I just some dream in some spirit mind? If you'll calm down, I can explain. No. I don't want to hear any more of your watered-down, misleading explanations. I don't even want to see you anymore. Very well, I'll give you some time to think things over. In the meantime, you and I will discuss what we have learned, put the next steps into motion. When you're done being childish, we can talk again. I don't want to talk to you. We won't be far. Come find us when you are ready. You could have at least heard her explain things to us. I don't want her explanations. I get we're upset, but we should at least hear what Kumori has to say for herself. This might not be as crazy as it sounds. Yeah, you might be jumping conclusions. Who knows? This could all be a misunderstanding. A terminology problem, perhaps. Doesn't even matter. Everything I knew was wrong. And Jumi, he's disappearing for me, and he might not have needed to it if Kumori hadn't deliberately hidden things from me. Kumori is an evil, deceitful cheat, and I never want to see her again. You're acting childishly, you know. I mean, technically not. Because if that piece of garbage really know everything, the use of that stupid power on me wouldn't be needed. I'm going after her to hear her explanation. I'll go with you! Or something like that. We'll find out in the next episode if the cat is really a piece of garbage. Cats are for kinda. Anywho, for now, hope you enjoyed and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.